morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the August 19th edition of Morning Mindset. It is Monday, and this day, now it's echoing in my head. This is all about planning for the week. We got a busy week ahead of us, and so that's what we're going to talk about is kind of what we do on Mondays and how we plan for the week. So I'm interested to hear how you plan for your week. But if it's your first time here, a long time here, this is what I need from you. Who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather is like in your area. It's moist outside because it just is. It's not bad. It wasn't sunny. It's overcast. It was just moist outside, and 66 degrees. Not too bad. I'll take it. As far as what's in the cup this morning, pink slush. Alania, pink slush. Not too bad. It does. I don't know what pink slush is supposed to taste like. That's what it tastes like. It's pretty good. And the most important part, 5 things. What are 5 things that you are going to get accomplished today? Even though days are crazy, having my list of 5 and being able to check at least those 5 things off really makes me feel accomplished for the day. So we've got like 46 orders that came in over the weekend. So just trying to get all those in line of what needs to go with what, because there's DTF transfers in there, there's UV DTF transfers, there's temporary tattoos in there, there's cut HTV in there, there's stickers that are in there. So going through all of those, setting up the processes for that. So our 5 things for today: DTF and UV DTF, online stores. I had a couple stores that closed yesterday. I think yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. So one store closed yesterday, so we've got that other one's closing this week. So we gotta make sure we order everything for that. And that's where cut HTV talked about. We've got some of those in. And order supplies because we have the stuff that we needed to print out for, and we need to order that stuff in. And then social media posts. So usually I typically do that on Wednesday, but last Wednesday was kind of it was a pressing on site day, so that took that spot away. So I just want to make sure I have stuff squared away, because there are new things that I need to post and put out there. I don't even know what the hell I did here, but something doesn't seem right. Maybe this is it. This might be it. Over the weekend, I don't know if anybody noticed, but JP Plus added to their lineup on their 40-ounce tumblers. They have the rainbow and the rose gold. Is that it? Or black and the holographic gold, and the black with the holographic rainbow. So they released those for laser engraving. Guess what? Our discount code works for it. So, hey, I'm going to post that link in here for you guys to go check that out and see all the fun things that you can do with those. So we've got those that are getting ordered today and getting those checked out. So I'll post that link in here along with what the code is for it. So I'll put that, and then we'll check in and we'll see how everybody's doing today, because this show is nothing without you guys showing up for me. So I really do, as Darren would say. I do appreciate that. I know Darren does too. Good morning, Renee, 67 Chicagoland, water in the bottle, coffee brewing, working on my 5 in my week. Renee, I did not ghost you on messages. I was trying. My goal yesterday was to clear that off, and you see that I got 768 there. To answer your question in short, it's a work in progress. There's things that need to be tested. There's things that need to be brought in. There's suppliers that ghosted us. But my goal for this week is I'm going to get that below 100. I'm going to get those missed messages below 100. That's my goal for this week. So we're crossing fingers on it. Barb, good morning. North Central Minnesota, 63 and cloudy. Water in the bottle, 5 things. Banking, embroidered patches, embroidered polo shirts, work on spirit wear designs, figure out cat displays. Ooh, that's fun. What are you thinking on that? Maybe we'll talk about that in our mentorship call, because I've got ideas. I can tell you what we did and kind of the different things with that, which you don't know what we're talking about. We have a mentorship community. $20 a month. We do calls multiple times a week. You can get right in there for it. So next up is, where was that at? Hi, Renee from Barb. Hi, Barb. Hope you had a great weekend. Yeah, did everybody have a good weekend? It was okay. I got sunburnt a little. I don't know if you can see it on my face. I got sunburnt. We had baseball this weekend, so it was sunny. It was sunny and hot, and I got burnt on my arm and my face a little. But overall, it was a good weekend. I made an upgrade to the golf cart, and I put lights on it. I took some ATV lights, UTV lights, and I wanted to make them work on on the golf cart, adding some whips, some underglow. Chinese wiring and aftermarket wiring do not go hand in hand. So I've got a big jumbled mess of things, and I'd like to get that done soon. So, it's way more usable. I might sneak out at 3 today and just change one thing, and it gets me covered on it. So I'll post pictures and video when that's done. But today we've got baseball at 4:30. So kids are back in school. And this is what I mean for planning for the week. When we're looking at stuff, you know what? Let's get through this, and then we'll get back into the week there. Darren, good morning, everyone. Hey, Darren. Morning, Barb, and the rest of the band from Jeff. Renee had a productive weekend, is what Barb says. And hi, Darren, and hi, Jeff from Barb. And what's up, Chuck? Good morning to you. Tim, good morning. 65 out there, Toledo, drinking Mountain Dew. And hi, Tim from Barb, and greetings, Chuck. Jeff's got 68 and sunny down there in Northern Kentucky. Diet Coke in a cup, 5 things, print pack, ship, 3-day print, finished laser file for a nice old lady. I'm afraid to ask who you're calling a nice old lady, so we'll just let it go from there. And there is the link right there. Right click, copy, paste. That'll get you over to JP Plus, to the tumblers, and you'll be able to see those. And while you're there, make sure to use the code 165-T2S and save 15%. And good morning, Cindy. Cool and clammy, drinking a squatch. Is that squatch, right? Squatch. I just say that right. 5 things: embroidered towels, assemble earrings, cut earrings, cards, tumble earrings. Oh, that's right. Craft show prep. Cindy, I need to get with you because the F1 that we didn't set up over the weekend, the goal was, but we had things went to hell over the weekend. On Saturday and then Sunday, it was baseball in there, but it's supposed to be able to do pretty decent on jewelry, so I might need to get a couple pieces from you to test out to see how that works. So we'll get with that. Curtis, good morning to you. 73 and water in the cup there in Kansas. Okay, so planning for this week. Now, we got a crazy week ahead of us because Sunday, Corey leaves for the Crystal Cruise, so we've got things to finish up for that. We've got tumblers that need finished up. We've got DTF and UV DTF that needs to be printed for those on there. We've got lanyards to finish up, and there's one other thing, passport. I think passport pouches is the other thing that needs to be taken care of, and then that'll be good. They leave next Sunday. Cruise departs on Monday, and then they're back on Friday. So it'll be Mr. Mom Week next week. That's planning of scheduling this week. Like, there's a couple people, well, we know we got embroidery jobs that are coming up. Stuff's getting dropped off. It'll be done next week. And Corey goes, hey, you might get a message from a number you don't recognize, and that's to let you know your stuff's going to be done because she's going to be out of the country. So my goal for her is to, take lots of pictures, lots of videos of the stuff that's there so we can use that in content creation because, hey, why not? Crystal Cruise next week. But we've got, going up to that, we've got stores that are closing, so there's stuff that needs to be ordered and pressed this week. We've got baseball tonight. Tomorrow, we're doing a pseudo on-site pressing. What does that mean? So for our Junior Maroons team, we will do the names and numbers on the back of their practice jerseys. So we set up the item online. They're able to go online and make the purchase of their name, number, their name, or their number, or their name and number. So they'll do all that. We're going to pick up those jerseys tomorrow at practice at 5:30. We'll get up there at 5 because we know a good handful of people won't do it online. So we'll collect everything there. Then we'll come home, and we've got 2 hours to get the jerseys done and get them back there for the end of practice. Practice goes 5:30 to 7:30. So what we'll do is we pre-plan that out. So order started coming in yesterday, and they posted it. We'll get everything cut, ready to go today until tomorrow, until we pick up there. So that way, when we bring stuff, when we pick the stuff up and bring it back here to the shop, all we have to do is worry about the stuff that was really ordered at that time, because everything else will be cut, ready to go, and then we're set. So I'm pretty pumped about that. It's something that we've done the last couple of years, and they really love it because it's super fast turnaround for them. So that's tomorrow night. Then Wednesday, why do I feel like there's something going on Wednesday? I have to look at the schedule, but there's orders that need to go out by the end of the week, and then next week, Mr. Mom. So scheduling that up Friday right now, 0 planned on Friday. I don't have anything scheduled as far as meetings. I don't have anything scheduled as work that has to be done because I know it's going to be a cleanup day from this week. And that's what that's what I use Friday for, is that kind of that cleanup day, that catch-all day. I don't have any hard deadlines that happen on a Friday. I don't do anything that, is a must do, because I don't know. We could have rush orders that come in, and that's how we plan out our week for it. So what does your week look like this week? How are things going for you? Oh, look at this. Renee says, Cindy, I thought of you this weekend when I saw Christmas ribbon in the store. Yeah, I was at Menards. They're all out on Halloween. In fact, some of the stuff is already sold out, and they said they're already moving displays and getting ready for Christmas. It was crazy talking to them over there. Tim says, need to make up a quote for a random email about getting shirts made. Test stitch Ram's new logo, work on new Chipley store, maybe start pressing Ram's store orders, and work on this logo I need to vector. Not a bad thing. Oh, and get the pool clean. That thing is getting closed tomorrow. Kids are back at school, so pool is done for the year. We never opened our pool. This year. I'm good for that. In fact, I think we're gonna dig out a hill on the other side of the yard, and I think that's where it's gonna go next year. And we'll see how that plans out. But yeah, I'm super done with that. And Jeff's checking in with first football game of the season this Friday. Next week, different story. We have 4 games. Yikes. Yeah, when school starts back up, it gets hectic. For here, if we've got baseball, we've got no soccer. This first no soccer in 5 years. So that changes things up, because before we'd have soccer 2 to 4 nights a week and then throw everything else in there. So not too shabby there. There will not be a Tuesday with Todd tomorrow, because we're pressing on set, which, I guess I could go live while we were doing that. But that's goal is to want to get this stuff done, and it wouldn't be at 5, it'd be at 5:30 or whatever. So, it might be a little impromptu live of just pressing as we go through that and talking about there. And then the rest of it, like I said, schedule. And if you didn't know, just out of the blue, off the wall, Phil Donahue passed away, 88. Like I said, totally reminds me of being sick in elementary school. That's what was on during the day. Phil Donahue, Sally Jesse Raphael, Geraldo. Yeah. Oprah wasn't on until later in the afternoon for us, but yeah, it's that. So, and Sydney said, it is ribbon season. If anyone done ornaments with beads on top, this is the time to get the beads for cheap while they're in stock. Good call, Cindy. That's a very good call. No, I don't. I thought I had one over here. I don't have an ornament, because when Corey gets back, so that first week of September, that's when we were finalizing what ornaments we're working on, because we're only going to offer a few, and that's it. So we're getting that finalized. This week, it was just all about crunch time of getting stuff done, because she's going to be gone next week. So setting schedules for it, knowing that we're not going to have anything be done next week, or do anything that is due in hand next week. When we started planning out the schedule, stores will close at the beginning of this, or at the end of this week. There's some there. We'll get stuff out. It'll go out before. It'll either go out Friday, or I'll finish it on Monday, and it'll go out there. And then we don't have any stores closing next week. It's the week after. So I scheduled that on purpose. When I know that I'm going to be the only one here, and I know that things can get crazy as it is with kids, with school, with everything else. We will continue to do our normal jobs of, our DTF transfers, our sticker printing, our temporary tattoo, all of those things. That'll be there. The production side of things on the retail side, that just takes a week off, and it just gets moved. So it doesn't really affect us at all, but proper planning, leads to better results. What is it? Piss poor planning. It was piss poor results. Is that right? That's for some reason that stuck in my head. So I do try and plan accordingly to that. And then in September, we were looking at, I was really looking at pulling the trigger of going out to Printing United, because flights were really cheap. And since Printing United is a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I think that sounds right. A Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, middle of the week. And with our direct flights, it was pretty cheap to do that. The biggest thing is we would get back on the 12th. Yeah, we'd get back on the 12th, and then the 13th we leave for the Misfit Makers down in Joplin. So then it would be travel, and it just said no. And so now we're already looking forward Long Beach for Impressions Expo. Still debating on APA in February because those are really close. So we'll see. But we're already looking forward to next year in Long Beach. Long Beach is getting done. I'm going to do maybe by the end of this week. We'll have plane tickets. We'll do the Airbnb. Actually, we're going back and forth on the Airbnb because the hotel rates this early are still really reasonable, and the one isn't too far, and when you get breakfast included and stuff, hey, at least one meal I don't have to worry about. So we're planning that out. Airbnbs, I found a really kick-ass one that I'm like, oh, this one's nice, ocean view right there in Long Beach. And then I sent it to Corey, and she's like, so you just want to share a place with somebody? I'm like, huh? And I didn't realize that I didn't click that button of the entire place. I just got half of it, and it was I was gonna have to share it with somebody. I'm never down for that on Airbnb. I got to have my own place. But I take that back. We've done that one time where it was a garage-ish. It was like a 2-car garage that was converted to an Airbnb. So it had its own entrance. It had its own things there. Had its own bathroom, little kitchenette, and we were just staying there for one night. Like we flew in, eat. I don't know. We got in at 7:00 that night, and we stayed at that place, and then we were up leaving the next day to travel to our next destination. So it wasn't bad, but I can't do long term. And I guess we did the RV, but that was in somebody's backyard. But it had its own separate driveway, its own separate courtyard. So I'm just not down with sharing a spot with something. APA. I can't remember what the actual. It's an awards. It's an awards thing. Let's go with that. It's an awards thing. So that's their main focus. Awards and personalization. Something. I'll get the link, Jeff, and I will put it in here. Show Las Vegas. I'll put it in here so that way. Let's see, personalization pros, right? Because that's February 7th through the 25th, and that is at that's at the Horseshoe this year. It was been at Paris, but now it is at the Horseshoe, and it's February 4th through the 7th. They have a lot of great information over at the at APA, and yearly membership, $100-$200. It's not too bad at all, especially for the amount of information that you get from it, as long as you use that information. That's the biggest thing, using that information. That's what it is. So there, I will send, there's the link for that over there, but that is February 4th through the 7th over there. Personalization Expo, 30 plus education and training opportunities. And yeah, it was a great time when we went. Man, the people watching was a blast at Paris. Learned a lot, and that's what kind of led me into more of the flatbed UV side of things. Of, do I really want to get this? And I've been going back and forth on it, but we're not there on value to get it. But the classes were really good. The people were really good, and since it's majority focused on the award side, I think and since it's a whole new ball game for me, I learned a lot about, different types of awards, different types of presentations, different things that you can do that I just hadn't noticed before. So I was pretty down for that. So tons of laser engraving and sublimation and sand carving and UV printing, and there's just a lot of stuff for it. So if you're interested in that, February 5th through the 7th is when that is. February 5th through the 27th, 2025. And while I'm at it, we'll go ahead and put in here the link for impressions, which this year the show is on it's the January 23rd through the 25th, I believe. Let me double check here as I click on that. So it is, before it was a Friday, Saturday, Sunday show. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday is when the show was. Now it is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, which definitely changes the way that we can do things. And that's why, we can stay through Sunday. And it was, the crazy thing is looking at flights, because we'll go visit our friend Kelly down there in San Diego at Crystal Ninja. And I'm sure there'll be a project she'll put us to work on, even if it's just me stapling greenery to a wall. It'll be something that she knows that she's confident that I can't screw up. So we'll go down there. But it was the same for us to fly a direct flight from here to LAX as it was for us to fly from here to San Diego. So that changed things. So that was kind of cool. But we're looking. That is almost 100%. We missed it last year, but I am definitely looking forward to it this year. That is kind of the show that kicks off the show season. That's where new products are continuously, drop year after year after year. And there is a lot of great information over there. Whoa, that is a super long thing that came up for that. Why is that? All right. So I'm pretty excited about what 2025, the end here of 2024, and what 2025 is going to bring, because it's always good times with that. What was the name of the talk show host during my childhood? Alex Trebek. That was Jeopardy, man. It was Jeopardy. What are you talking about there? Yeah, never heard of it. Yeah, and I hadn't either. Renee, it was a couple of years ago, talked to me about it, and I was like, sure, let's go out there, and had a great time. Learned a lot, spent a lot, didn't gamble a whole lot. I'm not a big gambler. I gambled. I don't even know if I gambled at the casino. I gambled at the airport, waiting for Renee's flight to come in, I think before my flight took off. So it wasn't even, I didn't even gamble that much. So if I can get Corey out there this year, great. So we'll plan for that, and kind of back-to-back trips, and have a good old learning time with it. So with that, here's what we got today. We got our mentorship call that is starting here in 35 minutes and that. So I need to get that set up, ready to go. But I need to get these DTF and UV DTF orders squared away. First, I need to go through these orders and separate them into piles. So we've got the stuff that I need quotes on, and then so this is how I break it down. There's just a fair amount of different things in the areas. I have wholesale, retail, and then the quotes. So they'll get broke down in those three piles. And then from there, it depends on the method of it. So I'll make sure that all the DTF is put together, all the UV DTF is put together, all the cut HTV is put together. Then I make sure all the quotes, that's good. On the retail side of it, what needs to be ordered, we'll go through our order sheets, get that squared away, and then just start adding things to it and turning and burning. During our call today, I'm going to be doing some artwork on there. So hopefully I can get that, but that starts in like 35 minutes. So I'm going to go get that set up. We might go live tomorrow. We don't know. We'll figure that out when we go through it and see how the rest of this all plays out, because like I said, pressing somewhat on site tomorrow during the event. We'll be back Wednesday, because we do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure to like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, so when we go live, you will be notified. Until next time, peace, love, press on. We will see you then.